What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I am here to talk about the BS artists. Call them BSAs. The BS artists involved with Local 100. And don't think that I'm only talking about the reps, right? There are a lot of BS artists that are members, right? And that's one of the reasons we are in the predicament that we are in now, is because of the BSing that's going on around here. So I run across this comment a lot on social media, in person, about, the union meetings. There needs to be better days for the union meetings and this and that. I can't make a union meeting because, I don't have enough time to do this and that. How to spot a BS artist. People make time for what they want to make time for, right? So there be various events, parties, I like to call the Lincoln Drink Crew, that go on throughout the year, spur of the moment. People will do drastic things to attend. But when it comes to union meetings, they don't have that same energy. Now, ironically, they will always go with this excuse. Oh, you don't know nothing out of you don't learn nothing at a union meeting. It's a waste of time. Most of the people who is saying it's a waste of time never been to a union meeting. They listening to what everybody else is saying. Other people who never been, to union meetings, right? But at the end of the day, people make time for what they want to make time for, right? People have an excuse for everything, right? People make excuses for everything, right? Especially when it comes to them being involved or being accountable for their own actions, right? And just to let you know, the union reps, they love people like you. They know that you're a BS artist. They know that you are not going to hold them accountable, right? No matter how easy it's made for you. Like a good example. Oh, the union meetings need to be on Zoom and all that other stuff. I don't really disagree with that. Like, there can be other methods to send out the information, but those same people, they don't vote in elections either. And guess what? The ballot comes straight to their home. The ballot comes straight to their home. We hear this excuse a lot. Oh, I ain't get a ballot. All this, only thing they doing is virtue signaling. That's all they doing, virtue signaling, right? If you don't get your check, what are you going to do? If you don't get your check, you're going to take the appropriate action to make sure that you go get that check. And people don't put that same energy into if they not getting the ballot, right? And once again, I don't subscribe to there are thousands of people not getting their ballots. The truth is that, and people don't want to admit it, is that thousands of people are not interested in the election process because they don't know how to correlate that not getting a ballot is almost the same as you not getting your paycheck. Why do I say that? Because if you don't participate in the political process in your union, right, you're basically saying you don't care about the raises that you get. You don't care about the health care. You don't care about the discipline. You don't care about your quality of life, because you not participating is empowering people who probably don't deserve to be there to negotiate how you should live your life, how the MTA should govern you, what doctors you should be able to see, what dentists you should be able to see, right? That's what that's basically saying. Now, believe it or not voting in the presidential election, and I'm talking about of the United States, is not as harmful as you not voting in your union election. If you skip out and not vote in your union election, that's more harmful to you versus you not voting in the presidential race in America. Why? Because your union reps have a direct impact on your life. They have a direct impact on your life, right? And people don't want to get involved, or people want to act like they support you and all this other stuff, and they really don't support you. All of it is virtue signaling. That's all it is, right? And like I said, there's too many BS artists. And guess what? Those BS artists that are members of the union, at some point, they become ambitious and they start running for union positions. And those BS artists now becomes BS reps, right? And nobody knows a BS artist more than a BS rep. Nobody knows one more than a BS. He or she know that, oh, they ain't gonna hold me accountable. They not go vote. They not go come to union meetings, right? They know people are gonna be passive aggressive, be all this stuff in the crew rooms, be all this stuff on the internet, and be nothing in person. What BS artists reps fear, what they fear is an engaged membership. They fear an engaged membership, right? They may act like, oh yeah, you know, we want the members to be involved. We want this, we want that. What they really want is followers. They don't want engagement, because sometimes engagement consists of criticism. People not going along to get along, right? That's the engagement I've been dealing with since I started with Progressive Action. Right? So they don't want engagement. They just want followers. They want to seem like that they are the alpha, and it's for men and women, the alpha of the pack. They just want followers. They don't want engagement, because once again, engagement consists of negative and positive, right? A lot of people can't take criticism, right? But in order to be a leader, you got to take criticism. You don't have to respond to it like I do. You know, I respond to the criticism. I challenge them, because the things that I talk about, I provide receipts for, and I can argue almost anything that I talk about. Anything that I stand on, I can argue it. You understand what I'm saying? But the BS artist mentality and this union is destroying us. It's destroying us. And it's not going to change until we wake up and get it together, right? I mean, you got thousands of people in RTO alone, about 8,000 workers altogether in RTO. And we talking about only a percentage a year, like 1% a year of union reps, of members come to union meetings. Like, that's poor. That is poor, right? And I can't wait to see when this union stuff change, if it goes on Zoom or some type of closed caption on your phone or whatever the case is, how many people is going to be engaged? Because the union don't need spectators. We are not spectators. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys this. Every one of us are players in this. There's no spectators. There's absolutely no spectators in this. Every single last one of us are in the game here. We are in the game. We are in the game. There's no spectators, right? We don't want people, like, if you come to a union meeting, you should be there to voice your concerns. Everybody got issues here. Every department have issues. You should be there to voice your concerns, right? and let your concerns be heard. That should be your job, right? So sometimes I be stuck between a rock and a hard place because I be saving a lot of these reps, and not only from my department, right, but from other departments as well, right? I save a lot of these reps because members come to me and I rectify their situations. Now, the reason why I say that I'll be stuck between a rock and a hard place doing that is because I don't allow members to see the flaw in their reps. I don't allow them to let their reps fail them so they could be involved, because, you know, BS Artist members, they don't care who solved their issue, because people are selfish, right? People selfish. They don't care who solved their issue. They just want their issue solved, and then everything is all good until the next issue come up. But sometimes you have to allow their reps to fail them, so it can make them angry and make them want to get involved and make them understand how important it is in voting. Because I guarantee you, most of the people who come to me do not participate in the political process of this union. They do not participate in the political process of this union, right? So what they do is, you know what? Oh, Tremel is a fighter. I know that he could rectify some situations for me, and it's all good. I'm selfish. I just want my situation rectified. I know my reps aren't going to help me. But it don't matter, because as long as somebody help me, I'm going to get it rectified, and then it's all good. I don't care about voting. I don't care about going to union meetings. I don't care about any of that. And I save a lot of these people. I don't turn people away, right? I serve a lot of these people, but I think that I have to start tough loving people and make them see the flaws in their reps. Make them search for people numbers, people emails. Make them get involved, right? We have to get involved. I sacrificed a lot of my life. To get to the position where I'm at now. I stopped partying cold turkey. I stopped hanging with certain friends. I stopped seeing family like that. I sacrificed a lot of my life to be in the position that I am now, right? And people don't want to sacrifice, even if it's for their own benefit and good. You don't have to sacrifice what I sacrifice. You don't have to go to the extent that I go to, but you should go to union meetings. You should question your reps. You should email them. You should challenge management. Those are the things that you should do, because people go on and say, oh, I'm securing the bag. They love to put that post up. Oh, I'm securing the bag. You can't secure the bag if you don't know your work rules. You can't secure the bag if you're relying on another person to secure the bag for you, right? And your union reps, they don't know everything. So if I go into a situation with a union rep, I want to know as much as possible, because we're supposed to be a team when we go into these hearings, these arbitrations. We're supposed to be a team. If they don't know something, I'm hoping that I know it, and vice versa. I'm not going in there blind and saying that, oh, my rep's supposed to know everything and they better protect my job. Oh, no, I don't put my trust in nobody. I don't put my trust in lawyers. I don't put my trust in union reps. I don't put my trust in man at all, 100%. Not at all, right? You're supposed to go in there as a team, right? You're supposed to know just as much as your rep know. So if anyone get caught slipping, someone could catch the ball and fight back, right? That's why I like my team Progressive Action. I love my team Progressive Action, because we feed off and we bounce off of one another. I'm surrounded around an intelligent group of people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we speak almost every day, bouncing ideas, and doing things like that, because progressive action is progressive action. That's what we do. And we got some things planned coming real soon for the people to get back involved, to get to know your coworker. We getting things moving again. So it's about to be good. But to y'all BS members out there, please get it together. Please get it together. When we stop BSing around and becoming involved and realize the level of engagement that's needed to move us forward from the members, then we will be a great union again. We will be a great union again. You know, we don't need no weak links. No weak links. And remember this. People get away with, people get away with what you allow them to. People get away with what you allow them to. Remember that. Have a good day. Catch you guys later.